Let's take it back a little bit. When you grew up in Albuquerque?
No, I grew up in Oregon, then Los Angeles.
I'm way off.
No, but then I got a scholarship to play football in a small town in northern New Mexico.
And so you did that for college?
Yeah. I played college football. I was actually coaching football. I was a defensive coordinator a couple years after I was done playing, and I had that itch in me to still be an athlete. You know.
When did you first start your martial arts journey?
Well, I chose football over wrestling. I was a pretty decent wrestler coming from Oregon, and I won LA area a bunch of times, and so like I said, I was coaching football and I still had that itch, right? And then I wasn't scratching it with football anymore, and I noticed myself getting a little rowdy in the bars and stuff like that, you know.
that had to be scary.
It's not like me though, right? Like,
no, it doesn't seem it now.
Yeah. But anyways, so I was getting so I got to do something. So I started playing rugby, and I started just showing up to wrestling tournaments. Like I'm just like. I remember all the coaches thought I was nuts. I'm going to the Olympic trials in Vegas. I'm going to the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. And I'm just doing these world-class wrestling Russians and whatever that are world champions and this and that. And just getting smashed.
And this had to be, when was this around? What year?
About 98, 99.
Okay. Yeah. So when did you discover mixed martial arts, the UFC?
I needed to go to these tournaments, to go to the national championships, whatever, for freestyle wrestling in a small town of Las Vegas, New Mexico. There was a little, at the rec center, there was a little, I was walking to lift some weights, and I saw there's some guys on a mat doing they were grappling. They were Greg Jackson disciples, and they were grappling. And hey, what are you guys doing? You mind if I jump in? I got this wrestling. Oh yeah, we do wrestling too. And so I started working out with them.
Did you get submitted?
No, never.
No,
not for them. But
no,
I was always pretty good. You know how you come with in wrestling, and you know leverage, and like if you're telling me to go there, I don't want to go there, and I'm not going to let you take me there.
When did you did the wrestling? When did we start throwing? I mean, your leg kicks are fucking. I remember those. Just some things. Just it sounds funny when it says, "Oh, it looks like it hurts," dude. Yeah. There's some guys that leg kick, and there's some guys that leg kick. That was like taking a bat to a leg when you throw that thing. When did you start the striking?
I met Mike Winklejohn, and I just wanted, I was better. Even throughout my whole UFC career, I was always a better wrestler, a better jiu-jitsu guy. But I just fell in love with
striking.
Yeah. I wanted to fight. I wanted to be a fan favorite. I wanted to be the guys that I looked up to, and I looked up to Chuck Liddell and all those guys back then. I want to be like that, you know.
Shit, I'm getting to him.
Yeah,
I'm getting to him. So you started fighting your first MMA fight. That must have been something. I mean, listen, you know why? Because you take a tough guy, and you knew you were a tough guy. You said you had some stuff in bars, and you did rugby. But you take that same tough guy that would fight on a drop of a dime, and you tell him he's going to fight in a week versus somebody in front of 50 people, he might not show up. So, I mean, how did you know you were made for this? And tell me about that first experience.
I say this over and over and over again. It's just exactly what you said is it's really easy for most men, if a guy disrespects you in a bar or your woman or something like that, it's really easy to get in a fight.
Very, very easy. Too easy.
Yeah, right. But to plan for it, and I'm going to do this thing for 2 months, and some guy playing it for me, and then I'm going to walk in front of a crowd and do this whole thing. It's super weird. My first fight, I fought a guy named Amir Renovardi in Denver. He fought in Pride before and all that. This is my first fight. And
how long have you been training?
I did a lot of grappling tournaments. I won a lot of grappling tournaments, Grappler's Quest, Machados, things like that.
I never knew that. People would never know that from your fighting style.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I'm not shit on you grappling. It's just that you're putting people's lights out.
Greg gave up on me a long time ago about doing strategy.
I hear you. Yeah. And you have one until the punch is thrown, and then
yeah. So back those days, a big heavyweight Dan Christian separated my shoulder about 3 weeks before the fight.
That's not good.
Couldn't even do a push up, but that's what fighting was back then. I saw the schedule. I want to do a fight. I want to go to this guy. I'm running with my hand in my sweatshirt. That morning, I tried my first push up, couldn't do it. And I'm fighting this guy they called Kid Rutan. He's Bash Rutan's protege.
Oh, that's nice.
And yeah.
It's not what you want to hear when you're fucking about your first.
But I remember in the locker room, like Warren, he's got these tie like bands around his shoulder and all that, like and the little head thing.
Yeah, no, that means.
And I was
serious.
like, then it gets like a bar fight. Like I treat it like a bar fight, and honestly, if it went longer, I might have been in trouble because I was too amped up. But like, there's no way I'm losing to this clown, man, with his fucking tassels hanging off his arm. And shit
How'd
like
it
that.
go? How'd it go?
I broke his arm actually in the first round.
I gotta go watch some of your earlier fights.
Yeah,
That's wild. And so how did the
and that's why I actually took him down and all that because I couldn't really box because I couldn't use my left arm.
and you still got him in an arm lock?
Yeah, I took him down and he kind of gave me his back and I went over the top and armbarred him.
Now the feeling, you've won fights before, but the feeling of winning a fight like that.
Yep. I got $200, $100 to win. I show up, $100 to win, and I was super pumped. I took everybody out for dinner, and like I thought this was great. Like, and then months later, people say, "Hey Keith, like that guy was pretty good. You should be getting $1,000 a fight." What? $1,000 a fight? Yeah. That's possible.
I used to sell tickets when I used to first fight around Long Island. They used to slip me on cards. It wasn't even legal back then. They used to call it an MMA grappling
with no gloves, right?
No gloves, and it'd be open hand in the beginning.
98, 99?
Yeah. 90.
Those are the OG. I love that period. I love that.
That's us. That's I'm sure I'm 51 now.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm a few years younger than you, but I started later. But you guys were the real OGs, and then I'm the tough wave.